that's Milwaukee's own The Living Statues. Really great local garage rock group that was one of the Wisconsin bands to watch for 2015. They're going to be at Summerfest. They're opening for OK Go. Really good slot for them at the Uline Warehouse on July 2nd. I'm joined by Jordan Lee, who is at 88.9 Radio Milwaukee.
Yep.
And on Thursday mornings at AM, we do this segment called Tapped In, where we talk about local music and we talk about Summerfest, stuff like that.
But not on camera.
But not on camera.
Right.
So here we are on camera. Yeah. So there's lots of local music opportunities that you know, that's what was one of the things I love about Summerfest. There's many things I love about Summerfest.
The number of stages, just the sheer number of stages, offers you an opportunity to say, well, this stage tonight is a rock show, or this stage tonight is a rap show. For example, Lupe Fiasco. Artists performing under him are going to come from that same genre. So when you look at like Webster X and his opportunity to come in as one of the who's who of the hip-hop scene in the moment and open up for a national rap act. I mean, this has happened for as long as I've been a part of the music scene here, and it's always been something that bands aspire to say, I hope that I can open up for an artist who I like or consider myself to be like in this environment. You mentioned a moment ago The Living Statues. I mean, them opening up for OK Go, it's just a really good fit.
Yeah, absolutely. And Webster X, that's a really good call because I've seen his shows and they've been, you know, in club settings. But I don't know if I can recall an act locally where the fan base is so passionate and so intense.
Yes.
Maybe for Gold as well, which is also a highlight this year. Lupe Fiasco is going to be one of the most packed sets of the whole festival, so good for him.
And you think about the kind of rap fan that Lupe attracts, they probably will like Webster X if they give him a try. In my world of records, they call that recommended if you like.
Yeah, right.
So if you like Lupe Fiasco, I would say try Webster X.
Yeah.
If you like Public Enemy, I would say try the Rusty Peas. If you like Flaming Lips, I would say try Fatty Acids.
Yeah, now that's a perfect fitting too. The Fatty Acids is a local psychedelic rock band. That's a band that, you know, clearly loves the Flaming Lips, learned a lot from the Flaming Lips, and they have a shot to play for the Flaming Lips. Not only that, they're following Motion City Soundtrack, which is a big national band. So here's local Fatty Acids between Motion City and the Flaming Lips at the BMO Harris Pavilion stage. That's just awesome to see.
And it's smart for Summerfest too, because what it does is it creates a unique opportunity for them to say, we're not your every music festival. You think about Sasquatch, you think about things like Bonnaroo, Coachella. These festivals have a lot of stages and they have a lot of opportunity, but they're not really staking a claim to say this is uniquely us here. Whereas Milwaukee is saying, when you, OK Go, come here to Milwaukee and you perform in front of Milwaukeeans, you're going to also play with a Milwaukee band that's going to give you experience unlike all the other big festivals you're probably going to play anyway this year.
Yeah, totally. What are some highlights for you, Milwaukee act-wise?
I'm interested to see how Lex Allen does on the big stage this year. He's a freshman year, kind of, as far as putting out music and coming onto the scene, and he's got a real good time slot on the Briggs Big Backyard, and I'm really excited to see how he translates what's been a very well-received show in clubs into a large outdoor festival. Yeah. I also want to see Kid Cutup perform with Paris Hilton. Now, that's going to be interesting. Kid Cutup is a Milwaukee native who has left the city for the Los Angeles DJ scene. He's made a real good name for himself at DJ City. He's
between Paris Hilton and Andy Grammer, who's got that Honey I'm Good song. That's an interesting slot. Now, that's a slot that might be a little more challenging, but there will be people there. So.
Absolutely, and he's a hometown hero, so for him to go in and step that up, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about, I mentioned them earlier, Gold, which is just a really fun, feel-good synth pop group led by Margaret Butler, who's one of the best front women I've seen in the city in a while. That band is not even a year old, and it's become really popular in the city. It's starting to get some attention outside of the city, and they were also one of the Wisconsin bands to watch on our list this year. And they've got they're playing the Emerging Artists series at the US Cellular stage, which is a good spot for them to play.
It'll also be interesting to see how the Field Report show translates into the outdoor beer drinking, loving, and dancing festival that is Summerfest. If you've seen Christopher perform, he's got a very soft touch, and his show is a little more intimate. And I want to see how it translates into the outdoor experience.
Yeah, that could be tough. That could be definitely tough. But Field Report's out of Marigold, and it's hands down one of the most beautiful albums. Not just, it was my favorite album from Milwaukee last year, but really just one of my favorite albums, period, from last year. It's
agree.
So beautifully done, so beautifully written. So I think he could do it. I hope people will keep an ear out. He's competing against Paris Hilton, I believe.
Well.
That's another challenge.
Those are the breaks.
Yeah, right. So for more on other Milwaukee bands to check out at Summerfest, go to jsonline.com/Summerfest. We got a lot of stuff there for you. And 8 a.m. Thursdays on Radio Milwaukee, I chat with Jordan. We'll be talking about more Summerfest picks in the coming weeks. So thanks a lot, Jordan, for being here.
My pleasure, Pete.